I will start my speech in three, two, one. Education. Isn't that the building block of every society? It is the rite of passage meant to fulfill each student's full potential. It's meant as a way to help little wide-eyed children achieve their dreams. Ahmed is one of these children, a little Moroccan boy, 6 years old, entering the public primary school in his neighborhood. He is excited to take his backpack full of books and make his way to this magical place called school. A place that will supposedly make him into a doctor or a lawyer or a judge or not. 10 years later, Ahmed has long since dropped out of school. He's working little jobs, but most of the time, he's just laying in the worn couch of his living room, thinking about what went wrong. Ahmed goes out and sees little kids his age still going to schools, though not the public school that made him hate its blackboards and cold classrooms. No, these shiny buildings known as private schools. A month there couldn't be paid by selling everything that he owned. Not that he cares about that anymore. Now, what seems to be the problem here? To most, it looks like an ungrateful, lazy kid who's just being a burden to his parents. But that is just a surface level analysis. What lies beyond that is way darker. It's a problem that plagues Moroccan society. It is the deterioration of the public sector, but more crucially, the deterioration of public schools and the privatization of education in Morocco. Now, where is the harm? Before answering this question, I will first describe to you the state of the Moroccan education system. According to several reports, one most notably by International Education, public schools suffer from a severe lack of basic infrastructure and are extremely underfunded. As a result, we have underpaid teachers who were not given any kind of formal training. This has negatively impacted students' class time as teachers are taken onto the streets because they are not adequately paid, which has led to the public school failing to retain its students, with 70% of students dropping out of public schools before high school graduation, according to Morocco World News. Now, seeing the horrible state of public education in Morocco, you think some effort would be made to solve this problem, find a solution, anything. But no, instead of that, to get the problem off their back, the government is encouraging the privatization of education. Now, to return back to our initial question, why is this a bad thing? For one very important reason. It creates inequality and inequity within our society. And this will be explained to you through two main points. First off, it does not solve the problem, as most students will still study in the public sector and are getting very inadequate education. Like Ahmed, kids confronted with such startling lack of pedagogy and low quality of schooling either drop out along the way or spend 12 years studying only to graduate, still functionally illiterate. Second, it creates inequality and opportunities by segregating education and giving the best to the wealthiest. The grave state of public education in Morocco has left parents with enough money with no other choice than to send their children to private schools, which creates a two-track system and it creates disparity and striking difference in levels between public schools and private schools, which are funded by the parents and thus are of a superior quality. It is just creating additional barriers for those who are already struggling to attend school. In fact, only free quality education can ensure equity within the Moroccan society, and this can be easily ensured in two ways. First, by building more public schools, and second, by allocating more funds towards public schools. By doing that, we are making a huge step towards improving the public schools and decreasing the need for private ones. Education should be the very first priority when setting quotas. It is the state's duty to deliver free, quality education. And the crisis of education in Morocco shall never be resolved until there is proper infrastructure, adding to that, giving an adequate salary and intensive training to the teachers, in short, creating a proper environment for learning. Education should be used as a tool for enlightenment and as a means to bring forth the development and progress, not to accentuate inequity within our society. No matter our status, no matter whether we were a product of public or private schools, we should all reject the privatization of the education sector, despite the fact that kids studying in public schools are the most harmed by this course of action. Everybody, and I mean everybody, even the children studying in the most elite schools, private schools, everybody is being denied a very crucial right, one that builds civilizations and brings forth progress. And that is the free and quality education. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that speech. Oh.